All right, welcome along, everyone. Thanks for joining. We've got something a little bit different. If you're a regular viewer, we are going to be playing Wingspan as always. And we're going to be playing in a tournament being hosted on Board Game Arena. So I don't think I've ever played Board Game Arena on stream before, so this is going to be a slightly new and interesting experience, obviously working with a very different interface to what I'm used to, and yeah, it's been a long time since I played tournament games on stream as well, so this is going to be base game only, I should mention. I mean, hopefully you can see all the rules here, but yeah, it's on BGA, so it's base game only. No swift start birds, no what they call powerful bird cards on BGA, and that is the two ravens, the gull and the killdeer. So those, obviously, those familiar to Wingspan Tournament's Discord and the rules that we follow there, the house rules on the base boards, not being able to play those birds in round one, but here they're just completely out of the deck, so that's going to be an interesting change for me to adjust to. But yeah, in terms of the format, it's 4 matches, 4 rounds of Swiss style, 3-player games. So we're going to get matched up with 2 other players, we're going to play a game, and then everyone gets ranked on a leaderboard, and then you're sort of paired up with other players of similar level, is what they call it, which is basically similar scores, similar results. If you keep winning, you keep playing other players who are also winning. If you keep losing, you play other players who keep losing, and it sort of filters the table out, in theory, in a balanced way. And then once those matches are done, I think it's the top 3 go through to a sort of separate final. So I'm not 100% sure how that works. We're going to find out because, yeah, I've, like I said, never actually played on BGA before in this sort of way. It's been a long time since I've actually played Wingspan on BGA, so bear with me as I sort of adjust to that as well. But yeah, I think in theory we're going to be told who we're playing, our opponents, and all of that is sort of all going to be handled on BGA. It's all sort of automated, so we shall see. As I said, it's going to be 4 rounds. There is a time limit. I think each player gets 30 minutes. So in theory, it caps out a 3-player game at 90 minutes if everyone uses their maximum allocation. Should mention as well, this is hosted by MSO, that's the Mind Sports Olympiad. So yeah, they've hosted some of the in-person tournaments I've been to, and those have been good fun. And this is kind of like the online analog of that. So as I say, probably the last time I would have played 3-player base game would have been in one of their tournaments in person. So we will see how this plays out. Yeah, hopefully, as it looks like we've got. I'm going to be a total noob here, as someone fully unfamiliar with BGA, but it looks like we've got one of our opponents is ready, OG Russ Hood, and we got this other player, which I'm going to say is Busalika. It looks like we might be waiting for them, so yeah, we will wait and see. I'm not really sure how this how this tournament handles situations if people don't show up. So that may be an issue we have to deal with. So it says we've got a game in progress, but only 2 players. Okay, yeah, I guess it looks like we're playing. So this is our starting hand. We're going second. This is not a great starting hand. We do have the nuthatch, which is good. We don't have any real card draw, which is a problem. We've got this whistling duck, but that is not a good bird. So, yeah, we may lean on this bob white, and I may do something like this, and maybe try and grab those seeds, because I think obviously this base game, grasslands is the way to go. So I think if we could do something like the bob white, maybe get something for this end of round, get some eggs going. It's good for the third end of round goal as well. We can look at keeping the forester, and we can certainly do something where we discard. We just keep these 2 foods. We play the nuthatch with the worm. We grab 2 seeds, then we've got the 3 for the Bob White. Play the Condor and the Wetlands for free. Lay some eggs, do a bit of digging. I think that's going to work out okay. So let's lock that in. And yeah, as I say, we're not not going anywhere near Visionary Leader. We'll keep the Forester in. Obviously, as a nice person, I will wish my opponents good luck. And yeah, it looks like we're underway here. So you get this nice log in the side. Oh, there we go. They've played Clark's Creep. Oh, I wanted to turn all these animations off, actually. I want to turn that off. I don't think I want... I don't know. I might leave that on for now. That was it. I want the animations off because I find them a little bit annoying. So, yeah, they played Clark's Creep. That's really good. Nice opening Wetland Bird. Obviously seeing some more cards. And the Star Nest. Yeah, that might get a bit annoying if we have to confirm every time. The Star Nest will be good, obviously, for some of these other round goals. So, oh, and Grackle in the forest. Okay, that I've got to say that is particularly unusual. That is something you see on Oceania games, I think, a little bit more. Oh, of course. There's me forgetting that this is. These are base boards, so I can only take 1 food. I was totally in the mindset of, let's just play this nuthatch and take food twice. That's not exactly going to work here, is it? So, okay. In that case, I might do Condor first. We lay eggs, we take cards, and then we take food and we throw one of those cards. We'll see what this bonus card's going to be first. Okay, Enclosure Builder. That's all right. We'll take that. That synergizes nicely with the Bob White. So. We're doing all right there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to want to at least put this on a timer, because having to confirm every time is going to get very, very old very, very quickly. Yeah, okay, I'll see how that's going to work out. All right, what did you do? You took... No, you laid eggs. Okay, we're going to do the same. And yeah, see where that takes us. So, hopefully this layout is okay. If it's not, tell me. But obviously, as I said, I'm only going to be able to react to that. They're laying eggs again. I'm only going to be able to react to that half an hour into the future. So I may not be able to get to it immediately. So apologies for that. Okay, I think I'm going to take this Bell's Vireo. I think I'm going to take this Bell's Vireo because the Star Nest is good, and this Inca Dove can get thrown away easily. So we'll kind of look at that. And yeah, with the Enclosure Builder, we can certainly look at scoring points there. And we're going to need a Cup Nest for that next end of round goal, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as I said, there is a bit of a player log. You can sort of half see it. I put my face there because I didn't want to put it over here where I normally put it, because that covers the hand, which is kind of less than ideal. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting setup. I would have said personally, Grackle, put it down here. You could put the Grebe and the Grackle there if you wanted, but even just the Grackle. These kind of tuck and draws much better in the wetlands than in the forest. That is my view. Oh, and discarding Puffin. Yeah, you don't often see that, so that I would certainly have expected Puffin to be kept. So okay, so 4 turns left. Yeah, I think I do. It's part of me that wants to get the Bell's Vireo down, just to get this extra food, because we're card poor, and so being able to get 2 food is quite nice. So I may actually, I may take 2 worms here and play the Bell's Vireo up here, and then just lay eggs again. Or just take some food and try and get the Bob White down as well, and then we can resume digging next round. So I think I do like that. I think we will go with that, and see how that goes. So yeah, as I said, I'm definitely going to be rusty on the base game. So there are going to be things where I just need to adjust the way my brain thinks a little bit, and I don't go into sort of Oceania mode and think about playing all these bonus card birds and, you know, ignoring grasslands and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be back to basics as we sort of see how this plays out. But I guess at least in the round one, or yeah, I guess you would call this round one of the tournament, we are playing 2-player, which is, although those who only watch the streams might not realise, that is very much where I'm most comfortable. So rather than 3-player. So let's see what this bonus card's going to be. Okay, that falls apart a little bit. We may go breeding manager here because we've got Bob White. I don't think we're going to be hitting bird feeder. So we can at least get 1 point off this. And yeah, we've got very heavy end around goals. So I think breeding manager, this is one where on the baseboards it's better than bird feeder. When you get to Oceania, it probably flips and is the other way around. So, but yeah, we will take that. And yeah, it looks like opponents just been digging a lot. You can kind of see based on their cubes. So I doubt they'll be able to get another, because there's only 2 turns left. They won't be able to play another bird and legs on it. So we've got this end around goal in the bag. And I think what we do is we lay eggs to win the end around goal, and then we take some food. And then yeah, we go into the next round. And really, we're looking for things like tuck and draw birds. That's sort of the key to winning in base game is find a grass and tuck and draw bird and play it and spam it and win the game. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. But okay, we do get a fresh bird feeder, so that's quite nice. I think we're going to take advantage of that and hopefully get 2 seeds on this reroll. No, we don't, but we do get at least 1. So I think I'm going to go seed rat. And then if I need to go again, I can do berry and re-roll, and we'll see how that plays out. But this nuthatch is going to do some work for us, so that is very, very good. So not a great start. We're kind of looking for more card draw, but it could certainly have been worse. And yeah, as I say, obviously going second here. We're going to be relying a little bit on what that tray is going to be in round 2, because if it's got some good stuff, that's going to be our ticket to success here. So yeah, the game seems to be going at a decent pace. I mean, you can't really see it. It's it's kind of a bad layout that, I don't know, maybe did I click on this and it broke something? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can now sort of see it's when I scroll that breaks it, but you can see where we got loads of time. To be honest, I think a normal 1v1 game, I think you can normally bash that out, at least on Monster Couch, 30-40 minutes. Maybe it's different on BGA, but yeah, hopefully this won't take too long. Oh, they discarded Wood Duck. Okay, I feel like that's not a good move to be discarding Wood Duck. That would have been excellent up here with the Grackle. So that, I'm afraid to say, feels like a bit of a mistake from my opponent, but we truck on. We come into round 2. We've got some decent birds. Sparrow and Night Heron. Could definitely see myself going for those and just sort of go crazy in the grasslands, draw some cards, get some food while we're at it. So I think certainly this Night Heron, I'm going to pick that up. And I think getting this strong grasslands with the egg access, I think that's going to be nice. So let's pick up the Sparrow as well. And yeah, go from there. And I think we'll just try and grab a bit of food, get this grasslands going. We're not going to win this end of round goal. I think my opponent's got that pretty well set with these 2 birds. We've got the Vireo, so we're going to qualify at least. That's the main thing for us. And yeah, we're going to be good on the enclosure builder. Need to think a little bit about this forester, so I may look for some double birds, but this is another slight difference actually with BGA and obviously Monster Couches, that you can see what's being discarded. So that does give you a bit of information. As I said, like seeing here that Puffin and Wood Duck are being discarded, that gives me a bit of insight into what my opponent is thinking and doing. And yeah, obviously starting to see birds like this, it sort of lessens the chance of me finding something like that in the future. But okay, this reroll is not what I wanted. I'm looking for fish and seeds, but we do at least get the worm. So I think we're just going to take food a couple of times here and try and accumulate the food we need. It may take a little bit of time. That's the baseboards for you, is that slightly slower forest progression. But we are getting 2 food and obviously this cash, which is going to be a point each time, so that's quite nice. Oh, Canada Goose going down in the grasslands, so okay. Not too sure where the seeds are going to come from that, but we'll see how that plays out. We're going to take food again. Please give me food I want. Okay, fish and seeds. That's what we asked for and that's what we've been given, so we'll take that. And another cash. So yeah, I think probably, let's think about this. I'm going to want to play Bob White and Sparrow and lay eggs. That's 3 turns. I've got 4, so I'll probably take another one taking food at some point. Maybe even now, to be honest, because if I take the seed, that gives me 4 seeds to play these 2 birds, the 2 grasser ones. And then I can keep my... Oh, fish crow. Ew. Okay, there's some weird stuff going on here that I'm very much not used to, so... Fish crow going down here in the wetlands. So maybe that's where the seeds are going to come from, but... yeah, this board's a little bit all over the place. So I think what we're going to do is we'll do Bob White. But I think I may take food. And I may keep the worm here and use that for the night heron. But I think priority is going to be get the grasslands going, lay some eggs, play the night heron for the big point bird, and then yeah, it's going to be a situation where we're going to fill up on eggs quite quickly. We're not going to have loads of egg space, and we're obviously generating 5 each time in this grasslands, but kind of like my opponent here with this fish crow, when we draw cards, we're going to be able to turn some eggs into food, and in theory grab what we want, so that's going to be helpful. And yeah, as I say, we should be in a strong position for pushing on these last 2 end of round goals, I think. The key is going to be trying to find the birds to score points off this forest, so that's what we're going to be going for. Alright, so they're discarding lots of big point birds, and I feel like they may come to regret that later in the game, because that's what you want to do at the end. If you're not laying eggs, is play some of those big point birds. So we're going to take the food that we want. Oh, they picked up a tray bird. This is the other useful thing, as I said, with this log, is that I'm often not paying attention to to what other people are doing. So what did they do? Okay, they took the cardinal. So I think that makes a little bit of sense. You need better food production up here, I think, especially if you're going to be trying to feed a goose. So we'll see how that plays out. I see we've got Epic Snacks guy in the chat, who is also playing in this tournament, I think. So it would be nice if we get matched up, but I sort of hope we don't, because I want a nice easy ride. I don't want to play anyone good. I want to coast because I'm so out of my depth playing base game. But maybe we'll bump into each other in the final. So we'll cross our fingers for that. But okay, yeah, it looks like they're grabbing the food they need for the cardinal. We're going to play our grasshopper sparrow with our seed. And yeah, we've got 5-point grasslands, so that's always good. As I said, grasslands on these base boards, you want to focus on that. And we've hit the enclosure build. So I think, from memory, the last time I played BJ, I think the bonus cards don't count in this number, because I think this is public. So I think my opponent will also see 23. And obviously if that included the bonus card, that gives them some information. So I think we have to sort of add our bonus points sort of manually. So yeah, in terms of base boards, like a par score that I'm looking for at the end of 2 rounds is sort of mid-30s. And obviously if we lay eggs, we get our 4 points here and we get our 2 points here. We're going to be in that sort of ballpark. So I think that's okay. Obviously the struggle that we may run into is going to be not having the card access, and that will slow us down a little bit. But I'll say this night heron is going to help out a lot. It's a big point bird. It's just a second bird in the wetlands, so we're not going to be spending eggs on more cards, but we'll be able to spend eggs on more food. So that's going to be good. Okay, that looked like. Did you just lay eggs? Yes, they laid eggs. Okay, so the food they spent a lot of time gathering is now gone. Under the goose. We'll see. Yeah, I'd imagine you grab. Yeah, you're going to grab the seed here. Oh, piebald creep. Ah, I would have killed for that bird. That would have been lovely. That would have been a very, very nice one. to get my hands on, but not to be. I need to check as well, actually, if the lighting is alright, because I'm very much not used to streaming in the daytime. I'm usually streaming at like 7 PM onwards UK time, so maybe I need to turn... I turned a light on. I don't think that made any difference. But yeah, obviously I've got lots of natural daylight coming in, which I kind of want to benefit from. We don't get too much of that in February. But yeah, that does sort of mess up my lighting a little bit. So okay, Northern Cardinal's gone down. That makes sense. We are going to play... This trade's not great. I think I will look at this very though. But we're going to play our Night Heron. So yeah, I think we'll go... We're going to leave some eggs. Obviously this Bob White, you kind of want to clear off this when you can. But we do have this end around got to think about. I think we should be alright. I don't want to jinx it in case my opponent plays some like mega egg space bird and just like spams eggs and then wins that, but yeah, we should be well set for that. And hopefully if we can get, I'd say, some more forester birds that we can play up here, we'll get some egg space, we'll fill that up with our grasslands and with that last end around goal in mind, so that's going to be something to think about. But I will say I quite like this timer system. I kind of wish... There are definitely a few things I like about BJ that I wish we could have in Monster Couch. On the whole, I think Monster Couch version is much, much better. But this is... I guess this is kind of like a chess timer. So kind of give players a certain amount of time for the whole game. And it gives you that flexibility where... You know, most of your moves are going to take like 10 seconds, but sometimes you need a few minutes. Oh, great on down. My opponent is finding so many good birds. Like, this is ridiculous. All these birds I've seen that they're finding and discarding that we're not seeing is unreal, but I'll totally try and not be jealous. But okay, we're going to draw cards. We'll go off the top first. Okay, Blue and Warbler, that's not bad. I will take this Vireo, because that's good for both these bonus cards, potentially. And yeah, I guess we take a worm, because we've got some birds that need worms here, so that's certainly not a bad one. And what I might do as well, actually, I may pick up this Savannah Sparrow, because that could be good. Double play that into the Warbler in the grasslands, just push this out into the 4-egg slot, and then obviously if we do Savannah Sparrow and Red-Eyed Vireo, that maxes out the enclosure builder. And these double birds, these are always good if you're going heavy egg strategy. You're laying lots of eggs, you need egg space, and so being able to play 2 birds at once, you get the additional egg space that the birds themselves have, but also you're clearing out more space by playing more birds. So that's always something to think about. But yeah, I think we will draw cards here again. Oh, Hummingbird. Okay, that is potentially a game changer. So maybe now what we do is we take the Sparrow and I skip the Heron, and then I can double play Sparrow into Hummingbirds because I'm still gonna have my 3 eggs, and then I can lay eggs. My opponent, I think, is quite food rich at the moment. I guess the concern is that I might be giving them seeds, but obviously they can turn into 2 points. But tempo wise, that might be a good play. It's just whether that's... Yeah, because my opponent up here, they get 3 food and 2 points in their forest. I get 2 food and a point. So their forest is a food and a point better than mine anyway. So I think giving food to them is not super valuable. So I think let's take the Sparrow anyway. I think that will be a good idea. And yeah, I think we do skip this for tempo reasons. Okay, another nice big point Warbler, but yeah, I think we focus on this for now, this Grasslands. We can lay eggs, we can get 6 eggs, and we can get food. And then, yeah, I say we may only need to draw cards once more. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Nice, nice big double play incoming potentially. That's going to have lots of egg space. Okay, well, Turkey Vulture maybe not so much, but what's that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, we will have more. So if we double play and then lay eggs, we get 6 eggs, we can get to 12. We should be fine. So let's go ahead and do just that. So yeah, we'll do hummingbird, and we'll spend a rat because I'm going to keep this berry here for this Vireo. I'm going to have that in mind as my play in the last round. So I'll say we may need to draw cards once more. I'm going to try and time that for that first turn of the last round, just in case something good does pop up, and we can grab that. And hopefully a nice bonus card, a nice big point Forester Bird is what we're looking for. And if it can have 4 egg spaces as well, then that's what we're dreaming of. But yeah, this grass, so what is this now? You lay 4 eggs and then you use your goose. So it's potentially 6 points, which is sort of on par with ours. But obviously it's losing food, losing a food here and a food here to do that. So that does make things a bit more challenging. But yeah, we lay eggs here. We get as many down in this grasses as we can. And yeah, I guess it's kind of annoying because I know they're going to want the seed. Whereas, I don't know, maybe, because I'm just trying to think, like, maybe, so during that final round, we can use the Night Heron. Depending on what bird we find, we might actually need that much food. I will give this to them. I don't. It's a little bit risky, but I'll say it's kind of that food for me is basically like half a turn. It's half a forest turn. So two food here is a forest turn for me. So that turn saved is worth 6 points here. But I could lay eggs. Okay, we did just about get a worm, and we can maybe block that seed next time when we use the hummingbird. But yeah, that food for my opponent is kind of less valuable, I think, even though in theory it's worth 2 points here. Because their forest is good, although they are slightly short of cards. But okay, I think we do lay on this Bob White. At least a little bit to make sure that we hit Breeding Manager. But we are going to have to think a little bit about playing, or as I say, laying some eggs in the forest and filling up. So, all right, it's 3 PM here now, so that means that everyone. I can see the chat is sort of coming alive a little bit. So, everyone who's joined, what is for me now, but for you guys half an hour ago, this is so confusing to think about conceptually. But yeah, you're all joining along, so welcome along. But okay, let's I think maybe we've got the end of round goal secured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this doesn't update mid-turn, which is a bit confusing. But my opponent's only got 8. We've already got 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we can put in the forest now. And yeah, I think this time we take the seed and just be a little bit annoying because I know my opponent would want that. So there's something to think about. And yeah, we'll go up here again. Okay, it does update mid-turn. It just doesn't update for some things, which, you know, doesn't make sense, but there you go. Alright, what we've got in the tray. Well, there's the Tucker draw we wanted. But no forest bird, so how do we want to approach this? The pipit could be nice. We could just play the pipit, and could we just egg out from there? So if we drew pipit, we lose an egg, so we get 10 egg spaces. We play the pipit, we go up to 15 egg spaces, and then we have 6 eggs a turn. It's too many, but we could still maybe play this warbler as well, because that's better than laying eggs. So if we like drew the pipit, play the pipit, lay eggs twice, play the warbler. That's one option. If we did eggs, if we lay eggs once here, we're then basically filling up. I don't think we can do eggs 4 times and then this double play, because this double play only generates 7 egg spaces. We've only got 9, so we'd have 16. We wouldn't be able to lay eggs 4 times. So I think we have to draw cards regardless here. I think this Martin is too late to draw. It kind of would be nice just to get a little bit of cycle. I think we go off the top and maybe we find a Forester bird. No, Kestrel. Okay, I think we take I think we take this pipit. And we do use this to grab, I guess, a worm? Yeah. I think that's fine. And so then we'll play the pipit. We will lay eggs twice. And then double play in the forest. Or maybe switch the order. Maybe we double play because we want... I don't know, is this... I'm trying to work out like, if this pipit's even worth playing. I feel like it probably is. 6 points. 1 and a bonus card, but then we get this option as well. Yeah, it's borderline. I think we need a good bonus. But it's a bit pointless picking that up and then, yeah, not using it. So looks like my opponent drew cards. So yeah, we'll do our pipit. So I guess we take off here. We'll see. I mean, I guess we're looking for Prairie Manager. So if that could come up, that'd be great. Okay, Field of Expert, I'll take that with the Warbler in hand. So 4 points. Not bad at all. And yeah, we're going to pick up some points from that. So I think this Vireo is now not worth playing, but it might be for the end of round. It's obviously just it's 3 points, but that food is potentially a point because I could discard that for an egg, and I lose 2 eggs by playing the Vireo, so it's kind of net 0. But as I say, if it does give me that bit more egg space, because you've got 8 egg spaces. We could, in theory, get to 9, so I think we do actually want to do that. So, let's lay eggs, and yeah, well, I guess then in that case we don't want to discard because we want to get the worm from the hummingbird. So I'll put my opponent in first, and hopefully they take food, or we can get a reroll. Yep, so they take a berry. Can we get a worm? Ooh. Ouch. That stings. Alright, so what do we do now? I guess we're gonna have to... Yeah, we're just gonna have to force this Warbler. Ah, that's annoying. I was very much banking on getting a worm there. Yeah. So what's this end of round goal situation now? So I can get to 7. They're already at 8. I feel like they are going to fill up. 3 turns left. Do you just lay eggs? Do you take food once and lay eggs twice? Yeah, they are taking food. Because I think if I'm going to lose this end of round goal anyway, then I may as well. I don't know, they could... The thing is, if they played a bird, I suppose they'd still win. Play a bird and lay eggs. Yeah, I think we lay eggs first here and we throw the food to get an extra point, and we accept that we've lost this end of round goal. And just deal with that. So we'll take the extra egg. We do just about have space for this. That's fine. So again, put my opponent first. Doesn't matter massively. Obviously, we can just force the Warbler down anyway. But I suppose here, if the worm does come up, then we can at least double play. Yeah, there we go. Where were you last turn? But now, yeah, now as I say, now we can do this double play, and that is going to be worth the point because now the food. You know, we'd be left with that berry, but we actually wouldn't be able to turn that into a point either way. Right, seeing a few people in the chat, which is good to see. As they do, feel free to chat with each other, even if I can't chat with you. And if you're new here, do say hello. Always good to get new people joining. Okay, you play Tree Swallow. Maybe bird counter. I'm trying to like work out the bonus card. Maybe bird counter. Maybe Viti. But yeah, I think they've got to lay eggs here. That'd be a big missed opportunity if not. But we are going to get our double play in the game, so we spend the berry there. And yeah, I just wish this was the other warbler. If this is hooded and it hit Forester, we'd be getting a few extra points. But beggars can't be choosers. We've had really, really weak card draw this game, so we've kind of just had to work with what the deck has decided to give us. So I feel like we've done all right. We're going to get a decent score here. Nothing outrageously amazing, but I say the starting hand was pretty bad, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, they are indeed laying eggs, so not a bad final turn, 6 points. But I say we had quite a few 6-point turns in there ourselves, so Grasslands did its job for us. So here we go. Into the final scores. Oh, Oologist. Ah, that's a shame. Only getting 3 points from that. Definitely a missed opportunity. So 77. So yeah, I mean, without our bonuses, we were on 83. So we know we're winning this game. I think we sort of got like mid 90s. I think it was like 90, 93, 94, something like that. Which, as I say, is a perfectly acceptable base game score. I'll take it. Considering we didn't have any sort of, yeah, they go 95. Nothing OP, no tuck cards, which is unusual for a game of mine, but there we go, we win. We win our first game. So we obviously GG our opponent. And yeah, we now wait, I think. We now wait for our next game. So that could be a bit of a wait, because I'll say that was a pretty quick game. Alright, don't say GG. That's fine. I won't take it personally. But yeah, we smashed through that in like 20, not 20, like yeah, like we're like 20 minutes each. I think we used roughly. Yeah, I used 20 minutes. Most of that was just me blabbing rather than actually taking my turn. So, but yeah, that was a 40-minute game, and we have an hour and a half allocated. So, alright, I now don't know what to do. Where do I go? I need a return to tournament button. I don't really want to go to the main site. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, am I on the right page? I think so. There we go. So, oh wow, I mean, one of the 3-player games finished before us, but it looks like we were the second game to finish. But I say, I imagine, oh, here we go. I imagine that most people had more players, more time to go. So let's see. Okay, so we get 4 points. Yeah, I was going to say, I actually don't know how the standings... Oh, look at us. There we go. Stop the count. We're top of the table. GG's, we win.